Kevin Lilly, city engineer.
I guess I don't have a definitive answer either. I know I've seen cars parked in the block from Orchard going west. And I assume that you can park further down, but I couldn't answer it without looking.
Bill, let me
Hang on, Walter still got it.
Do
Walter,
you know the curb-to-curb width of F along this property?
Not offhand.
I think there's one up here, too.
Wayne, you
Well, having lived in that area a block away from that for 20 years, I come up and down F Street a lot, and I am all but certain I cannot remember seeing cars parked on the north side of that street.
There's no, it's a vacant lot.
No, all the way from Mountain View. I can't remember any parking on F Street on the north side of the street.
Bill?
If I may, with the benefit of Street View, there does not appear to be any parking signage, so it appears that it is yellow curbed around a hydrant that's at the corner of Grant, and then it goes to a straight white curb, and I do not see any no parking signage or parking regulation signage, so it would appear that between the two, at least between the two intersections, there would be on-street parking that is permitted, and it also appears that the roadway is 36 feet in width. 36 feet in width.
36. Thank you.
Tom?
A question for Mike. I'm wondering if there would be, for that remaining home that's there, currently there's a driveway that comes out to F Street. Would there be an opportunity with the suggestion that we've seen of the private easement there to reverse that driveway and have it be fed only off the back? Would that be a possibility to restrict that backing traffic onto F Street?
Well, it's an existing curb cut. I'm sure the council, as part of the lot division process, could impose a condition like that.
That's why I'm asking the question.
Yeah,
if it's possible to, I mean, is it physically possible to have that that rear load to that driveway?
With the topography?
With the topography, et cetera. And then I guess then the question would be, then there would be a policy question of would we want to do that? But that's what I'm getting at, would be to try to restrict the undesirable backing movement onto
When I went out to the site, it appeared to be achievable. You may talk to the staff engineer that had been working on the project.
Bring
Scott
him
Becker.
up. Let's bring him up, Mike, so we can talk about it.
They're parked on there.
Scott, announce your name and address and who you're representative, please.
Yeah, I'm Scott Becker with Hodgin Associates, 405 South Washington. We did look at the parking on this. The existing home would need to have the parking as it is right now, but okay. The future homes, we planned on having parking in the rear just because of the access onto F Street. Plus, we can shove the houses as close to F Street as possible, make it look really nice.
So you plan on having no curb cuts on F Street?
No.
Okay. Walter?
For Scott.
Yeah.
We've already pointed out the fact that aerial photos with property lines drawn on them are skewed because of where the satellite was and all of that.
Correct.
Does that driveway fall in the westernmost lot?
It is mostly in the western lot. There's a little bit of it that might, a part of the gravel that would be easterly of the lot.
Question for Mike, is that a problem?
It would just be a private matter, civil matter.
Okay.
Wayne?
Well, FYI, I just Googled that to ground to street level, and well, I'll be darned, I see 3 cars parked on the north side of that street. So.
Let me check the glasses.
Yeah, really.
Wayne, we accept your mistake.
Hey, I owned up to it.
Other questions by the council? How would you guys like to move forward with this?
I'm kind of interested in the possible condition of requiring sidewalk for the remainder of the property around the corner. I think that if we could make the connection, it just drives me a little crazy to have sort of orphaned sidewalks that can't be completed from curb cut to curb cut. And it would be nice, I think, if we could have that completed. And we haven't talk to the developer, but I think it would be something that would be,
John,
potentially.
John?
Well, I think it would be nice to have a sidewalk that goes from corner to corner, and then it goes south to north up to the edge of the lot, but I'm not at all in favor of requiring it. That house has been there, it's been the way it's been for a number of years, and all of a sudden putting on a condition on something that is not going to be disturbed. I can certainly support talking to Mr. Paul and seeing if he would go along with it. But as far as making him put sidewalk in front of an established home and not making the other homes going north do the same thing, I can't support that.
Walter?
I'd fall in the middle between the two of you. I would support requiring sidewalks on F up to the corner of Orchard, but not north on Orchard. Just to close that and to point it toward the park.
Okay, Wayne?
Well, I'm gonna fall in John's situation here, I think. I would like to say that I would want to require sidewalks to go all the way from corner to corner. Not on Orchard, but to have sidewalks go all the way from Grant and then stop within 60 feet of the corner, I think is a sad situation, and I would really like to see the developer do that. But, this is zoned R3, and we have ordinances that are in place, and I am extremely hesitant to start picking and choosing unique situations and requiring additional things. It meets everything as far as the code is required.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, sir.
I'd make a motion that we approve the lot division request with no conditions on 1206 F Street, as it has been suggested by the,
John, I'm sorry, I lost you on your motion I got the beginning and
I'm
then the
sorry,
rest of it I didn't
just to
catch.
approve the lot division on 1206 F
Oh,
Street.
okay.
As it is written.
I'll second that.
Okay, and Wayne seconded.
I'd like to push forth an amendment to that to require the sidewalk to be completed between the two streets, Orchard and Grant, along the frontage of F Street.
I'll second Art's amendment.
Okay, we got a motion for the amendment. Now, if I'm right on this, and a second by Dan, we vote on the amendment first, correct? Okay, and I will start with John.
No.
Aye.
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 No.
Aye.
Okay, that passes, so there will be that's one of the condition will be sidewalk from Grant to F, or to Orchard, up F. Now we will go on the original motion. It was made by Wayne,
Made by John.
or John, and seconded by Wayne, and we'll start that roll with Art.
Aye.
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 Okay, so we've got that passed 6-0. You get that okay, Lori, the amendment, the votes on that, so on and so forth. Dan?
And along with what Mr. Parks brought up, I think that we do need to bring that forward. And we talked about it in Public Works and Finance as far as looking at a more, I guess, equitable for the term for fee in lieu of parkland dedication. I mean, I know there's a lot on the plate, but it's something that's come up more than once.
Bill, I'd like to echo that, too. We mentioned it at Public Works Finance, the same concern, and I think it's, overdue that we've talked about it a bunch over the years, and we really need to try to step that
Don,
up.
did you have something you want to say?
Well, just Dwight Curtis has got,
He wants to speak, I
Well,
think, or something.
the action is
He's acknowledging
done,
what he-
so, I mean, we're done with the motion, and we're done with it, so Dwight, that's something you can bring it forward in front of council if you want to address it. How's that sound? Because we're
Not
done with
tonight,
this,
but-
we're done with this course of action on this number 7.
we'll request this other.
Thank you, Mike, for your presentation. We're going to move on to the
Guess we
next
get Mike
thing,
again,
because we're
don't we?
done, right?